Yep, it's a football helmet slash chair. Georgia no less. It's a horrible looking piece of furniture and my wife refuses to come in the house when it's in the house. But hey, it's football season. And that's my little buddy. How are you, Kelly? It's me, John Posey, your little buddy from Dick Cheney Elementary. So Bill O'Reilly tells me it's your 50th birthday, and that it's a surprise. I don't know. I think the only thing that might be surprising at the age of 50 is being able to get through the night without having to pee. Oh, are there people there? Are you alone? What can we discuss here? So I'm here in my football helmet slash chair. It's actually it's a prop from a show that I toured the country with for many years called Father, Son, and Holy Coach. But I'll tell you what, it's a great chair if you want to scare the kids. I know your kids are old now, but I used to get in this with the whole football thing, and I'd look at them and I'd say, "Son, why do you think Humpty Dumpty fell off the wall?" No, he wasn't shot. He was weak. He didn't have any offensive strategy. If you look a little deeper into the story, you might find he wasn't a particularly good team player. Bottom line, he wasn't prepared. Now, knowing that, why do you think all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put this egg back together again? What, son? No. Finances had nothing to do with it. He was fat. Come on, look at the photograph, kid. He wasn't in particularly good shape at the time of the fall. You know what happens? They never asked for another story. Worked out great. I think Kelly and I probably ended up because it was Pierce and Posey, you know, side by side, kind of like in third grade. Pierce, Posey, here in the front row, they're together. I said to Kelly, "Hey, Pierce, Posey, you want to be my friend? We're close in name." And then Griffin happened, so it all fell apart. Kelly and I, we were a little ahead of the curve. Kelly was a great graphic artist then, as I'm sure you are now. And I was a pretty good copywriter. I actually made a living as a copywriter working in radio while I was in school. One day a professor gave me an inadequate grade because he said there was something wrong with the grammar. And I went to him and I said, "Look, grammar has nothing to do with content in radio copy." And I debated him back and forth. Eventually, not only did I win the debate, but I was lecturing the class before the season was over, which was a little disconcerting because I was paying for it rather than them paying me. But in any event, Kelly and I took our talents, so to speak, and then did a few projects together, one of which probably go down in history as the legendary t-shirt, legendary in creativity, disgusting in its scope. I had an idea. Back in the University of Florida football team, it was light years behind where it is today, which is the best in the country. It's hard to find fans out here in California, but I'm still a fan. So I had this notion, being kind of a sports guy, that, you know, and a marketing guy, that I had this idea for a slogan, and I went to Kelly, who took the slogan much farther than I could possibly have imagined. And yes, it was rather lethal. Imagine a Seminole Indian girl and an alligator. We'll leave it at that. Leave the rest to your imagination. But it came out better than I expected. We sold a ton of them right there on campus in the stadium, something that would be highly illegal today. And, you know, Gainesville, Florida is in the Bible Belt. For all intents and purposes, we probably should have ended up in jail, but instead we actually had some little income off the shirts. And a few weeks later, we were feeling so good about our endeavor, we decided to copy what we did and go up to the University of Georgia 5 hours up the road. And that really is the Bible Belt, as well as the cholesterol capital of the world. And we barely got out of Athens with our lives, and damn near became participants in the remake of Deliverance. So that was a one-shot deal, didn't work out particularly well. But I think to this day, a couple of the advertising professors still remember, and I think it's taught today in the mass communications law books. I remember Gainesville as just I don't remember how Kelly got there because we met there. and I was a little older. In fact, I'm 73. No, I'm 52, but I was a little older than everybody. So everybody looked a lot younger than me. And it was fun. I was there to work. I no fraternities or anything like that. I had to get out of school because I was a little behind. Wasn't sure what I was doing. But I remember Kelly as being a really, just always laughing. Just the happiest-go-lucky guy in town. And a great guy, give the shirt off your back. In fact, he offered his girlfriend to me on a number of occasions. Just as simple as that. Pose, my girlfriend's interested in you. Okay. How do I handle that? So, you know, as lovely as she was, and it was a delightful offer, I thought it would be best if I declined. I'm not sure why I thought that years later. But I did, and feel pretty good about it. But what a nice guy. What an unconditional, lovely thing to do. And more than once, sometime later, he suggested that his mom also had some interest in it, and I thought, no. That would become an episode of Seinfeld, which I know because I once did an episode of Seinfeld, but gee, Kelly was always looking out for me. And I thank you for that. I'm so glad that you tracked me down, that you're out here. We're both on the same coast. I've not been to Oregon. I've been up to Eureka. It's as far north as I've been. Stay kind of busy here. Don't even get back to the East Coast very much. But have great memories of Florida. What I can recall, there was the radio station where I worked endless hours. My car was stolen from there. The motorcycles, Kelly's VW, Kelly's girlfriend. Eating at the sorority houses because I would pretend or sort of give the impression that we didn't have any place to stay or eat, so they would all feed us. I think Kelly was in on that. If not, you should have been. But it was a good time, and I do remember Kelly's happy-go-lucky, and I sense the emails that I get from you that the same is true. So I hope you have a great 50th birthday, and I will come up soon, just because I've never been there before, if for no other reason to come up and see you. And if you're down here, let me know. Have fun. Are there any, I can't see through the camera, any party dates for Lars Bergel? Give me a call, and I'll come right up. Okay, I have no camera operator. I'm on my own, so I hope I'm focused. And I'll see you soon. Pose checking out.